You know what, cousin? You're right. The landlords of TikTok have officially pissed me off due to my post. And what they don't realize is that I am an award-winning financial counselor and educator. And one of those awards was from Debt.com for best credit repair advice on TikTok in 2023. So if you're looking to remove your eviction from your consumer report, here is a list of grounds for dispute that I've used in my career. And you can even use these to get the judgments vacated so that it no longer reports in the courts as well. And you might want to save this because this video is going to be a little bit long. The one I see the most is inaccurate information. This usually means the tenant name is listed incorrectly, or the address listed in the eviction record is incorrect. If the eviction date is wrong, or if there are incorrect details regarding the property itself. Another one is if you had an eviction that was dismissed. If it was dismissed in court, it shouldn't pop up anywhere in all honesty. And if it does, you can provide copies of the court records to any consumer reporting agency reporting that on you to go ahead and get it removed. If you had an eviction judgment that was overturned or vacated on an appeal, then the original eviction record should be removed. Another common one I see is if you settled before the judgment. Meaning if you and your landlord reached an agreement for payment or settlement or whatever before you all went to court and they tried to issue a judgment against you, then that counts as grounds for the removal of that eviction record. But this is why I always tell y'all that those kind of conversations need to happen in email or text message, anything that you can pull up for proof, because you will have to prove evidence of the settlement before the judgment. Another one that I've seen, especially for those of y'all who rent from Henderson Webb in Baltimore, is when they list the eviction as a judgment, when in actuality it was just like a notice to vacate or a different type of legal action. Another one is if the reporting period for your eviction has expired. This doesn't happen often, but a lot of times if the reporting period expired for your eviction and it's still reporting, you can have it removed. And what that means is negative information, for the most part, reports for 7 years. There are some exceptions, but not for evictions. So if your eviction is greater than that reporting period, you can have it removed on those grounds. This is a really big one, but it requires a lot of evidence for you to prove. And this is why y'all need to stop having phone conversations with your landlord, and I don't care how cool y'all are. If your eviction resulted from illegal actions from your landlord, you can have that eviction removed. And I mean illegal landlord practices like discrimination or retaliation, things like that. And you're going to need the proof before you can just say that. If your eviction was part of a mutually agreed upon lease termination, obviously it can't report as an eviction. If you decided to end your lease early and the landlord agreed, make sure you get all of this stuff in writing, because if it reports as an eviction later down the road, you can use that paperwork to have it removed, because obviously you weren't evicted. And evictions related to bankruptcies. Your bankruptcy records can support the removal of the eviction. If this was helpful for y'all, let me know, because I literally made an entire list and I'll keep going.